I hope your front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl!
I'd have to find your game in Cabal TV, so let me see. I guess it's with the space, right? Manus Atra?
Oh, yeah.
And then not live. Behold the Prophet, there it is. So yes, this is going to be a teaching replay analysis for the Reddit Rookie League, where we have a Masters and Apprentice series. And so yeah, my first game went pretty well. I managed to go 3-0 and skill 3 guys, and we're just gonna have a look at this now. Manus Atra, what might actually be a good idea, because of delay, is if you could open the same replay yourself.
Of course.
That way you can see the right turn at the right time, rather than having to look at the stream, which is lagging considerably behind.
On it.
Okay.
And to be fair, I had a triple skull in that game.
Well, I'm sure we'll get to that.
And he skinked without me. That was so rude. -3 die. And it worked.
Ouch. Necromantic teaching replay analysis. There we go. Alright. So, are you in the replay yet? So let's see, oh wait, we're already doing the first block. Let's make sure I can see the skills as well. Although it's of course fairly rookie-ish. Alright, so I'm watching your turn 1 just start now. Can you talk me to your thought process already a bit? If I look at his setup right now, then the first thing that comes to mind is that you might be able to get a surf on one of those SARs.
Okay, I'm not that good at surfing yet, to be honest.
It's a very involved play.
Yeah.
Because it would mean getting a flesh golem 2 squares in front of the line of scrimmage, and then right on the side. Which you'd have to do after blitzing him, basically. 2, 3, 4. But yeah. It would be possible to serve one of the SARs if you got 2 pushes on your blitz with the wolf. You basically push one of those 2 SARs diagonally towards the side, and then have someone 1 square next to the side to push him in. It's a play you might consider, but I think in this case it's not actually all that great, because you need those fleshies in the center.
Yeah, especially against the Bloxigor.
Yeah, so it's definitely something to keep in mind, though. So yeah, this is at this team value it's kind of tricky, because you want to you need to commit to getting those blocks in line of scrimmage, but you also don't want to get into a slugging war. The guard zombie's nice though, that helps. But as you can tell, it's already costing you enough players that getting a good blitz is problematic.
Yeah. But that's what you get with so much stuff for.
Oh, wow! That's helpful. So you started off with a cast.
Yeah, I managed to MNG the Bloxigor in the first half, actually.
Oh, wow. So far I don't see any real mistakes yet. You could have tried to go, but one thing I might have done is to actually use the Blodge Wolf to either block or blitz with, just because he has claw.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I wouldn't have gotten him to the 1 die. Would have been a 1 die half die or 2 die half die.
Well, you wouldn't go hit the Crocs. You
No.
Saurus next to him.
Yeah.
And because you have a Garter, if the wolf, the Blodge Wolf's in the middle, and the Garter's next to him, and then you provide a second assist next to the Saurus on the outside, you could actually manage that.
Yeah, I like to keep him as a safety of Saurus because I really don't like my wolves on the one stage, to be honest.
You don't really need a safety too much, I think, if you're on offense.
Yeah, I'm pretty afraid of fast strength 4 people.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, so there's not a lot of situations where you can easily get to use your claw to good effect, and the fact that you have that Garter and he has 0 guard actually could have made a lot of difference there already. So I see your wait, he got up, right? This okay, good for you. So I see that you were caging next to a Saurus. Did he already act? Because that looked kind of exposed. Then again,
he tried to free up his other side first. I know it's kind of risky, but I had to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, then again, it's not that risky because he doesn't really have a good threat around that side anyway.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There goes the next source.
Wow. This is a really good start for you.
Oh, it was, yeah. It went downhill in the second half.
But then stuff went wrong. Right.
Yeah, and the blitz up with the 1 die there.
Yeah, that's definitely... was there a lot of time pressure involved? Because those things shouldn't usually... Oh, I would...
No, I've been too preoccupied with the Crocs foul.
This foul? Did you have a bribe?
Oh, no.
Because that foul was really risky. If he'd gotten sent off there, he would have a blitz on the ball without even a GFI.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, I get that you want the assist, but in a situation like that, you just need to accept 1 fewer assist on the foul because that was too scary in my opinion.
Yeah, I tend to take a few risks too much.
So, if you're in a situation like this where your wolf is kind of starting to get left behind, it can sometimes be okay to just dodge him out and run after everyone else, especially with a Blodge wolf like that. Then again, you're not in that much of a hurry, right? I'm looking at the start of your turn 4 now. It might be tempting to just run ahead with that cage, but really, you could quite afford to spend a bit more time kind of halfway, which would also get you more good blocks, and bring your cage guys back towards where your main strength is, or the 2 wolves and the fleshy. I would be looking at a bit of a step back, because it's only turn 4. You've got movement 7, movement 8.
Yeah, Claw really let me down there. All the time.
Yeah, well, Claw by itself is pretty fickle, right? I mean, it's armor 7. On average, it doesn't break.
Yeah,
Still.
but it's armor 7 instead of 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to focus on getting your blocks in with Claw. But if you had Mighty Blow, it would be a hell of a lot better, of course.
Well, he has now.
He has Mighty Blow. Oh yeah, you mentioned that's really good.
Or rather, he has.
Yeah.
Not Manus Atra, but Lucian.
Yeah, so the guy I'm talking to on Discord, Manus Atra, is the Necromantic coach. And he is my pupil in the Reddit Rookie League.
Yep, that's the undertaking taking his job on itself.
Squiggy is saying it's chillingly reminiscent of the last time you played against him. Armor breaks
I know.
for days. Oh yeah, you're watching, okay.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream, but not hearing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was sad.
Thank you, Regen, though.
Yep.
Right, so now we're seeing you get really boxed in here. And of course, you don't have the kind of mobility you need to get away. So I think this would have been less of a problem if you had if your guys had stayed together a bit more, because you had a bit of a numbers advantage. Two Saurus out. You had, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit further than you, I guess.
Okay, I'm looking at your turn 5 now.
Yeah, it is turn 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you had a bit of a number
Yep.
advantage, and I think... Oh, okay. I think you left these guys fairly exposed, which means he had an easier time of isolating your players from each other. And now you have a pretty significant numbers advantage again.
Exactly. I mean, it's been a good match. Really.
Yeah.
It just really went south when I was at the start line of at the touchdown line in my half, and I had a really good shot at winning the second half, which he.
And then you triple skulled.
No, that was a turn before that. But he managed that the triple red back.
Yeah, that's kind of filthy.
But you'll see that soon enough.
So by this time, I'm coming up to your turn 6 now. You're really going to be looking for breakaway plays. To be honest, I don't really approve of the amount of fouling that your opponent's doing. The Drunkernaut. I don't think I would have bothered fouling the... Ooh, that's scary. Are you blitzing out with the wolf?
Yeah.
I mean, you start off with a dodge 3+.
In the 1-9 into a 1-9, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those I screwed up.
Why not blitz with the Mighty Blow White then? Mm.
I don't know, I saw something that wasn't there. Which was a 2-die into a 2-die, which I thought it would be, and I just screwed up the strength numbers.
Yeah. So I guess this is the second time we've seen that happen, so that makes for an obvious point to work on, is counting the assists. And actually, if you are unsure, or if you're...
I know it shows you the block dice. At some points my thinking just gets too fast and I click before I see.
Right. So unless there's serious time pressure going on, it shouldn't really be necessary to act that quickly, right? Sometimes you just need to take a moment to think. Now, I tend to make mistakes because I act too quickly as well. Wow. Oh, that so nearly lost you the game right there. That's Skink just dodging in.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is kind of a key moment. I'm pausing at the start of your turn 7. So yeah, do you have a reroll? You have a reroll. At this moment, I guess you scoring becomes pretty unlikely.
Yep.
So with the zombie, I would just mark the ball and not the skink.
Well.
Because marking the skink lets you make 2 dice on him. That's not bad, I guess. The problem is he can block you off again and then run with another skink.
Yep.
You do have the option of a 1 die with Lucien, which would free up college and let you bullets.
Go on, please. Funny stuff is happening.
Okay, I've pressed play again. Right, so I could see a oh wait, he was down, was he?
Huh?
Oh, the wolf was down. Sorry. Yeah, so I could have seen you decide to blitz. Wow. Okay. What was that GF5 for?
Yeah,
Did you need that?
I thought I'd like to get away from that freaking bloody skink.
Well, I mean, it's a skink.
Yeah.
And it's prone anyway, right? I mean, it's not gonna do you too much harm.
Yeah.
I mean, it can blitz you now, and it could blitz you before. So your situation isn't actually that much changed by that GFI. Hello there, Blood Mantis. I think Slon are a very, very fun roster, and I definitely recommend playing them if you are an experienced coach. But I would not recommend them to a rookie coach. The trick is to only leap when you have to and not think, oh, I've got leap on everyone. As for Legendary Edition, yes, they are coming, but they will be skinned as Kislev. Wow, fouling again.
Yeah. His skink were all over me.
He's very lucky not to get his skink sent off because that...
Yeah.
Right. So, blitzing the skink off of you is definitely possible, but you pretty much have to do so with the zombie, because if the wolf fails to knock him down, then he doesn't go anywhere. No reroll. Standing these guys up makes a ton of sense. You've come to the same conclusion. Excellent. So yeah, then a push is enough. Oh wait, this is turn 8 already.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's well, you still got a chance of scoring.
Yeah.
Why are you going there?
Because I am a sucker
already.
for SPP.
That was a pass.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
And the pass
Yeah.
was the thing that worked.
Well, I mean, with these dice, you would have filled the GFI, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on 5. Well.
Yeah, that's why I did the pass.
Yeah. So if this were just a builder game, that would have been the right play. But given that this is your apprentice game, it actually means. I mean, you're the one who has to score the points, right? my games only count for half, so I can go and earn a star player points. 2/3, exactly. So my game can earn us star player points. You get to do the wins, and then I'll give you the good players, right?
Yeah. Well, been too much into spin win lately.
Yeah, I can see how that might alter your playstyle a little bit.
And of
Okay.
course I thought, well, if I make it past, at least skill the wolf, then there's another GFI in it, and well,
Yeah. No, he could have handed off without a GFI. Pretty sure.
no, not with the wolf, with the white, the GFI.
Oh,
Yeah.
so, yeah. Yeah, he injured the Crocs and the Saurus, and he KO'd another Saurus.
But then my
Okay.
people didn't want to get back into the game.
And they're not the least players either. I think it was a miss next on the Crocs, is that right?
Yes, that's right. So the real winner of that game is whoever plays him next. Because there's another Saurus MNG too.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with your decision to put the zombies on the line. Not too sure about your setup choices here. I think I would have just gone rule 5.
Yeah,
Well, rule 4 in this case.
yeah, I lost to a few skinks just
I don't,
on the ground.
I mean, if he blitzes your Mighty Blow White, which is the juiciest target he's got to blitz, then he's also past you, right? So now you're not stopping him from progressing. You're giving him the choice of blitzing your Wolf or your White. And so you're actually achieving none of your goals. If you want to stop him, you can focus on stopping him, which is better on, say, turn 13 or 14 than on turn 9. If you want to keep your player safe, you set up for that. And this is kind of somewhere in the middle and doesn't do either. So that's really an important decision to make. Like, what's my objective while setting up? Hi there, Hexy. Thanks for the follow, man, and welcome to the Sagelings. I guess he's planning to blitz the wolf then, given how he's doing this, and it fails. Okay, that's good. Well, your setup actually manages both objectives. That's not exactly what I would have predicted, but good for you.
At times this game was really funky.
Well, that's Blood Bowl for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, I would be going for try and blitz a skink with Mighty Blow. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so you don't want to make 2 GFIs to blitz the skink in the backfield, because that would just eat a reroll. I would probably try and... Oh, surf options. Surf. Whoa. Well, there's the star player points you were looking for. Go Mighty Blow. I would have really looked for a surf on Stegosaurus there.
Yeah, I considered it at the moment, but I thought I'd have to commit too much to the left side and leave the middle open.
There is that. But you could have brought your Mighty Blow and your Fleshy. This again. your Mighty Blow and your Fleshy down to the center and kept them safe. Yeah, the opponent blitzed the rookie zombie because his line of skirmish blocks went all wrong. He was planning to blitz the wolf, I think, but he rolled some pushes which resulted in that failing. Well, your current situation is actually quite good with the Stegosaurus going down on the 1 die, because that means you're setting up for a future surf. Now, if you're going to be playing Necro, then keeping an eye out for surfing options and capitalizing on them is really crucial. Also, on the topic of safeties, your Lucien doesn't have block, which doesn't make him all that good a safety. And in this case, he's also down on the ground. So I think your white cottage is actually... Oh, that's my white.
Yes, it is.
Your white cottage is actually a bit far forward, considering, you know, he's tagging a skink, but lizards are silly. Sorry. Just a moment. Lizards are silly fast. He can get away from you on an 8 out of 9, and then suddenly you're out of position again, right? Sorry. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of putting him that far forward. Yeah. Wow. So you do have a 3+2 die on the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so unfortunately your white can't get it. Okay, 2 die into 2 die. Makes sense. At this point I would have probably done the same. But if you, I would much rather blitz with the Mighty Blow White if you have the opportunity than with the Rookie Wolf. Frenzy's good, but so is Block for hitting skinks. And Mighty Blow is, of course, ideal. But yeah, keeping an eye out for options to surf is crucial on Necro. Definitely something to work on. If he had blitzed this a bit more sensibly, he could have chain pushed the guy off and not needed to surf. He could have pushed your guard guy away. Wow. Tell me you surfed that, Saurus. Okay. First priority, though, is getting someone near the ball. Because you don't need a... You don't need your blitz for the surf, which means you can save it. But getting guys near the ball is just really, really crucial here. And also not all that easy, right? Because sidestep. Oh, there's the triple skull. Okay, yeah, that sucks. I would have probably blocked with the guard zombie instead of with that one, though. Because even if this was a POW, the guard zombie would still be stuck. Whereas if the guard zombie rolled a push, then the other zombie would be free to go and get next to the ball. Which is a huge priority given where the ball is and how many skinks are around there. I would say in a situation like that, with the ball out in the open, your first priority is getting 2 tackle zones next to it. Although I'm not sure I could have passed up on that free surf that he gave you, which wound up using your reroll. Okay. Cheeky stall attempt, this. So I've moved that zombie on up. Did you lose Discord? Oh. Okay. That's awfully inconvenient. Let me go ahead and pause this while Manus Atra gets his stuff together, because we still have a couple of turns to look at. Huh. So it's only a few turns, and we can finish it like this. But it would be good to have the opportunity to ask questions, I guess. So yeah, the blitz with the goal. I mean, this stall, I don't think I would have gone for that if I were the Lizardmen team. I think that was just too scary. And yeah, pause happened, and now the lizards are in trouble again. Because these guys are marked. This guy wouldn't normally get to solo this. And this one's not really going anywhere. So it looks like Manus Atra was able to say my internet died, but is now not around. Manus, can you hear me? Manus Atra. Well, I guess we're doing a seance. If I look at the game state as it is now, I would give the Necro the best shot, but I guess this is where the half-die POW is coming in. Given how far we are in the replay, I'm gonna go ahead and continue this. All right. Okay, welcome back, Manus Atra. So yeah, judging from the current state of the game, I would give the Necro a better shot than the Lizards. He made a stall that I would never have attempted. It was way too risky. You got the POW, and that should probably be your game. But I guess we still have that half die or 1/3 die coming up. So let's see. Ghoul moves forward. Oh, I would not have sideline caged here though, I think. Oh, so he got a 1/3 die, but with pushes. Okay. Because that skink only needs a 3+3 roll to get in there. But sideline caging is a viable mechanic if you have sidestep, or if you must use it. But against the stunty, it's actually really, really unsafe. You don't have sidestep, and he's got stunty. Now, that assist doesn't actually help much, because it's still only a 3+3 roll to get in. So really, if you want to prevent this, I would have just stayed one square out of the side, and then prevented the Saurus from getting at you. Right? You could mark all the Saurus that can get you, and stay one square out. Yeah. What Steve says here is a good point too. If you're up against Stunty, you can position in such a way that he can't get a surf in. Although if he has 2 Stunties, then he still can. And then you have to start worrying about chain push options again. Because if the fleshy had been here, yes. If Flesh Golem had been here, for instance, then the skink could have dodged in there, and then you'd still be looking at a chain push surf. So that's well, not on the fleshy, I guess. Since he's got stand firm, that might actually be tricky. But really, in this case, all you had to do was keep the Saurus marked and stay one square out from the side, and then he'd actually need the double POW or a 5+ dodge rather than just not roll a skull or both down. Well, I think you're better off letting him try the 5+ dodge on the Saurus, which still needs a POW, than letting him... I mean, you've got dodge. He has agility 1. So, I think the current situation where he had 3 dice, but all he had to do was not roll a skull or both down on any of them. That's not something I would voluntarily go into. In fact, against elves, I usually wouldn't try that either, unless you've got 4 tackle zones, so that it becomes a 2+, and even then, yeah, 6s happen. So that becomes a 6+, but even then 6s happen, and then you're just screwed. So yeah, if you have sidestep, sideline cages are great. If you watch my my Lizardmen game earlier, I was very focused on switching the ball from my agility 5 to my sidestepper, specifically for that reason, because I was worried about that sideline surf option. Okay. Well, this looks promising. Don't really have much. Oh, no armor break. Oh, so sad. So sad. Yeah, this game has had a lot of swings. It could have gone a lot of ways, but I think covering the ball and moving the ball safely is something to work on. I think focusing on the big picture, like where am I strong and what are my team strength? Like in this case, you could really afford it to group together a bit more in the first half. And, you know, take your time, count your assists. If it doesn't come naturally, then be willing to take the time to see what the user interface tells you. Yep, that's true, Steve. Good point. Good point. So yeah, overall, I think you've got the basics down, but there's some relatively minor things that could really improve your play. So high hopes for our future endeavors. Sorry that you couldn't be here verbally for the last bit. I hope this has helped you a little bit. Are we one turning? Oh, let's see. So this would be frenzy. 1 die though. No guard. What I would do here, what I would do in this case is probably not make the blitz with frenzy, because that's only a 1 die. What I would do is make the blitz with the flesh golem, and actually save the frenzy for later. Because if you set it up right, with the frenzy guy being forward somewhere, you can actually hit both of his frenzy blocks to matter. But you would have a strength 4 for the first one, where you don't really have the assist that you need. Oh, well, that doesn't matter much. Oh, you are, but okay, yeah. So this is already using more players. I don't think. Yeah, I think I would have gone with the fleshy, both because it uses a player less, and because frenzy's not really all that needed in there, right? You can do the second one with just a regular block, and then you actually leave the frenzy for later. All right. Manus Atra, good
Wait
luck
a sec.
with. Hey, you're here.
Yeah,
Hi.
I came back.
Okay.
So wait a second.
I hope you caught what I said just there.
The last bit got
Okay.
off, yeah.
So I think you have most of the basics down. I think the focus on counting your blocks is important. the big picture of where's my team strong, and how do I maneuver in such a way that I don't get isolated, and prioritizing around the ball. Oh, and of course spotting serfs. So those would be the main points I think to work on. Now the spotting serfs part is especially crucial because we're playing Necro, and I guess that's just something you learn as you play with a frenzy team more often.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask
Sure.
the part with the 2-die frenzy one turning there.
Mm-hmm.
Was that okay or?
So I always have trouble really mentally imagining this entire sequence of events. What I would have done was actually not blitz with the frenzy, but rather blitz with the flesh golem, because he wouldn't need an extra assist because he has strength 4 and you had 1 assist already. And then you could actually use the frenzy on the second block or on the third block. It takes a bit more planning because he has to be in the right place that both of his blocks contribute. But if you do it that way, it saves you a player. And also, those last blocks, the ones really far into the backfield, right? Because you need 3 pushes. So the last ones are tougher to get because your players need to be quite far forward making the block. And Frenzy can actually help you with that because you can move forward and then do another. So I would have saved the Frenzy for the last couple of blocks rather than the first 2. But other than that, the setup looked pretty solid, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Was my first attempt on a real one turn.
Yeah. No, well, it looked like a good start. I do have a playlist with several one-turn options. I don't know if you've seen that one. Might be worth checking out. It's not quite as complete as I would like, so I will be adding to it in the near future. Okay. Good luck in your next one.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I'll
really
talk to you
glad
afterwards.
that this is something you think that could work.
Yeah, 3 pushes is relatively doable.
Yeah, not only
setup
the one turn, but also the league in itself.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes, I do think. I mean, there were definitely some dice involved here, on both sides. To be honest,
Yeah.
it was interesting to watch, and yeah, I think you've got enough that you can make this work. Especially the Mighty Blow Wolf helps a lot.
Yes. Thing is, until he gets blocked, he's really squishy.
Yeah, he's a liability. That's true. But I would still be blitzing with him a lot if you're facing armor 9. And if you do that, then either he'll die or skill up very quickly. So he won't be a liability for long. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.